Hello all. So as promised, this is going to be the intermediate advanced portion of this training workout plan. So if you already watched the beginner video, then I'll be repeating a lot of the things. I know a lot of people will skip that video and jump straight here, so I don't want to leave anything out for those who did that. So first of all, I'm going to put a link to this sheet down below in the comments. So feel free to grab that link. It's read-only for everyone. It's public, so in order to edit, you'll need to go to File, make a copy. You'll have your own copy and can edit that and can set your goal time. So this yellow field is going to be your goal that you can set. Make sure you set it to something realistic. So if the last 2 mile you ran was 20 minutes, don't try to set your goal to 12 minutes or 10 minutes thinking that you're just going to go for it. It's not going to happen. It's not realistic. So maybe a minute lower than your previous time, or just somewhere in the realm of realistic. You should know what that is. If you're just starting your 2 mile, maybe you came from the beginner side and you just got your 1 mile. Maybe do like 1.5 times your 1 mile time. So if you got to the 8:30 1 mile time, then let's see, double that would be 17 minutes. So maybe shoot for like 19 minutes or something as a goal time if you're just starting out, something like that. So you're gonna be running this iteration a few times most likely, and you can kind of chip away at your goal. Your goal will get lower and lower each time. So don't try to be over ambitious. Try to, again, I'm beating a dead horse at this point, but set a realistic goal. All these gray fields are calculated fields. So once you set your goal, all of these will be calculated based on that goal. So also note that these are 1 mile paces. So taking this as an example, it's not saying to run 2.5 miles in 10:22. Good on you if you can. That's super fast. But it's really saying run at a 10:22 pace for 2.5 miles. You can make the adjustments if you want. If you want to see what that time would be, it would be around 25 minutes. Then go ahead and make that adjustment, and so you'll have your total goal time. I just want to keep it consistent. If you're using a treadmill, that way you know what pace to set your treadmill to and all that. So I'll keep this consistent. These are all 1 mile pace times. Adjust as you need. I tried to do something real quick. I tried to say, oh, just times 2.5. But in this spreadsheet, it sees these as like time of day. So it's seeing this as 8:18 a.m. So when I times it by 2, it goes to 1:56 p.m. So that doesn't work out very well, but you get the idea. So let me just walk through this workout. So day 1, we're going to have you do 1 minute of push-ups, 1 minute of sit-ups, and do that 5 times throughout the day. So you might wake up, do a minute of each, and then maybe a few hours later, do another minute, and kind of wherever you can squeeze it into your day, do these 1 minute sets of push-ups and sit-ups. For cardio, you're going to do 1.5 miles at your goal pace. So not going to be an easy run doing 1.5 miles already at your goal pace, but if you set your goal to a reasonable level, then it should be doable. So then day 2, doing cardio at 2 miles at a slow pace. So this is 20% higher than your goal and running 2 miles. So should be doable. Day 3, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, as many sets as it takes. So this is going to be all at one time, not spread out through the day like day 1 was, but not all in one set. So let's say you can do 50 push-ups. For your first set, you do 50, and then maybe your second set you do 30. So now you're up to 80. And then your third set you do 10, and then as many sets as you take to get a total of 100. And then the same thing for sit-ups. For cardio, it's a sprint day, so you're going to do 7 sprints, 30-second sprint, and then walk for 30 seconds. Do that 7 times. Just go all out. If you're running on a treadmill, for the beginner tab, I set a time for the sprints. I figure by your intermediate phase, you know basically how fast you need to go for your sprints. Day 4 is going to be a rest day. Rest days are very important. Don't neglect those if you're doing another workout alongside of this workout, because you can do this as an auxiliary workout. If you're lifting weights or doing some other program and you want to do this on top of it, that's awesome. Like, this isn't a ton of volume, so you can do 2 workouts in parallel. Or if this is all you want to do, then it'll just be Army PFT focused, and that's good too. But whatever you do, make sure you're taking your rest days, make sure you're recovering. Recovery is where you get stronger, where you get faster, and it's where you really progress and get better. So if you neglect that, you're not going to progress as well as you could be. So don't skip out on your rest days. Make sure you're recovering. Day 5, same thing, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, as many sets as that takes. You're going to do 4 half miles at your goal pace. So self-explanatory, 1 minute walk in between. So that's a total of 2 miles at your goal pace, just broken up. Day 6, this is an exercise I talked about in the beginner video. It's a really awesome exercise for working on push-ups. It's something that coach had me do in high school. It's a lot of push-ups. It's pretty brutal, but it's a really good exercise. So how it works is there's 3 different types of push-ups. You do regular push-ups, wide grip push-ups, and diamond push-ups. 10 down means that it's going to be a reverse pyramid. So you can do 10 regular push-ups, 10 wide grip push-ups, and then 10 diamond push-ups. Try not to take a break in between those 3 types. Just go straight into it. So do your 10 push-ups, go straight into 10 wide grips, and straight into 10 diamonds. After that, take a rest, shake it out, get some water, and then do 9. Do 9 push-ups, 9 wide grip, 9 diamonds, and then 8, 8, 8, 7, 7, 7, all the way down to 1, 1, 1. It's a lot of push-ups, somewhere around 150. I forget the exact number, but it's a lot of push-ups, and it's pretty brutal, especially those diamonds. It's pretty rough, but again, awesome workout. Then 150 crunches. If you don't know the difference between crunches and sit-ups, just go ahead and look it up. If I remember correctly, the Army wants you to keep your hands on your shoulders, and then your elbows touch the middle of your thighs to sit up. For crunches, at least in the Marine Corps, the way we did it, hold on to your biceps, and then you only need to touch the top portion of your hips. So just the closest part you can touch. Keep your arms against your body. Don't lift your arms up, especially when you're down. If you're trying to get momentum or something, don't do that. Keep your arms down. Do 150 of those, again, as many sets as that takes. For cardio, 2 miles at a moderate pace, should be 10% higher than your goal. Rest for day 7. Week 2 is going to be similar to week 1, minute, just like before. Cardio, for the first day of the second week, you're going to do a long run, 2.5 miles at your slow pace. And then day 9, you're going to be doing 1.5 miles at your goal pace. So we're getting, okay, so this is pretty similar. Let me change this actually and make this a little bit easier. Because it's your first day, you're kind of working up to it. So you do 1.25 miles at your goal pace, and then you work up to 1.5 miles at your goal pace. Getting ready to do your 2 miles at your goal pace. Day 10, again, 100, just like before. You're doing 45-second sprints this time, instead of 30-second sprints, but only 5. And walk for 30 seconds. Rest for day 11. Now it changes up a little bit from week 1. You're doing your 10 down and your 100 crunches and 2 miles at moderate pace here. So day 13, you'll take a rest and get ready for your self-test for your APFT. Do your 2 minutes push-ups, 2 minutes of sit-ups, and your 2-mile run. And this is trying to meet your goal at this point. So if you meet your goal, let's say your goal was, let's say just use this as an example, 16:36, and let's say you make it in 16 flat. And now you want to increase your time, or you want to get to the AIT requirements, which is a score of 60 in each event. So let's say now you want, since you got it in 16:30, let's say your next time you want to aim for 15 flat or 15:30. So change your goal, start back over at day 1, and you can run this iteration over and over again. So hopefully this helps. If there's anything that you guys need me to do, if you need me to change anything on this, feedback is welcome. Just let me know in the comments. Also, if this helps you out a lot and you're able to increase your APFT score, let me know also. So good luck to everyone, and hope it works for you.